Hello, it's Archibald. How's everyone doing? Good, I hope. So today I'm reviewing Christian Dior's Hypnotic Poison Eau De Parfum. When this came out, I think a lot of people went, oh my gosh! Because me personally, some reason in my head, I always thought that Hypnotic Poison was an Eau De Parfum anyway. Apparently not. It's always been an Eau De Toilette. There has been other versions. There's been the X-Straight one, which had the little puffer on it and everything. And when this one was released, I was really excited. You know, it's a very popular perfume, kind of groundbreaking, I think, in a way, really unusual, and a lot of people really love it. So I smelled it when it first came out and wasn't too impressed, but I recently got a sample, so I've got the chance to kind of wear it a few more times and get to know it. So this one came out in 2014, so it is kind of still new. I've heard on the grapevine that it might be discontinued. I don't know. I keep seeing it on websites everywhere, so I don't know. I can't comment on that. But anyway, I'm here to tell you mainly about the differences between them. If you think that this Eau De Parfum version is simply a stronger version of Hypnotic Poison, stop right there, because it isn't. Do not be fooled. It is very different. Very different. So, I've reviewed the original Hypnotic Poison before, the Eau de Toilette version, one that came out in the 90s. If you care to go and see it first, to make more sense of this, if you've never smelled it before, click the little I button thing up there, which YouTube will probably move in a year, so it won't make any sense or have any value. But, yeah, go and check it out before you do this one, because I'm not going to talk about that one too much. So the notes in this one, it's a much simpler composition. It's an Oriental vanilla, the same as the other one. It's got a lot fewer notes. It's got fewer notes than the other one, and it's very different, like I said. So the top notes are licorice. People say licorice, I think, and almond. Almond featured quite heavily in the original. The heart notes are sambac, jasmine, absolute, and orange blossom. Apparently this one plays around with absolutes a lot more. If you don't know what absolutes are, they are just a much more potent and refined essential oil, basically. It's the purest form of oil you can get out of a raw ingredient. And then the base notes are tonka and vanilla, so it's a lot less complex. And let me tell you, they are wildly different. So I've got both. I have my one here on this hand, and I've got this one on this hand. So different. So the first point I want to make, the main difference of them is it's a tonality thing. The tone of each of these they're miles apart. The original I described as a fuzzy, warm, cozy, kind of toasted vanilla, drops of coconut, almond, and a kind of root beer kind of feeling. This one is nothing like that. It is syrupy, it is smoother, it is so much more floral. It's very different indeed. Indeed? I said the word indeed. Where have I been today? I should get my top hat and a cane or something. Anyway, yeah, I can really smell the original hiding in there somewhere, but the original focuses more on the gourmand side of it. And this one focuses more on something slightly darker and more syrupy, like I said, and a lot more floral. So it has licorice in the opening, and when I think about licorice, I think about what it smells like. And to me, I always say that it smells like aniseed, but a dirtier version. It's like a rougher, it's like aniseed's ugly cousin, I think. So it's quite prominent in the opening, the licorice, and what it does to the opening is it makes it feel a bit like there's something slightly burnt going on. Whereas this one was more toasted, cozy vanilla. This is a little bit more dirty, burnt flowers, but in a really nice way, obviously, not in an ugly way. It's a very beautiful perfume, I'm not going to lie there. But I don't lie anyway, I don't even know why I said that. Anyway, so yeah, it's got a completely different tone. The characters are very different. This one is the one that this one's much more unusual, the original. This one feels more, it's not as shocking or as dramatic, I don't think. The florals really take hold. Sambac jasmine is a beautiful flower anyway. It's like a more incensey kind of jasmine from India, and orange blossom, kind of fresh, but I don't really get that. This is more about the jasmine in here. So you do have a smooth, syrupy, distant Hypnotic Poison going on, but it's darker, this one. It's a little bit more vampy. This is, I always say about relations, but this is like Hypnotic Poison's sterner older sister that's going to tell you off if you're not careful. So I really love it. I think it's really good. I still don't think it's as good as the original. Nothing will come close to it. I was expecting a stronger version, but I was quite surprised to realise how different they are, so I hope that information helps you. This one is much more high-pitched. It's more perfumey. I know that's a really rubbishy word to use when you're describing a perfume, but some things just have that a bit more perfumey feel. This one is a lot easier to wear if this one is a little bit strange for you. And I only really feel the original Hypnotic Poison in this when it starts to dry a bit more. That's when I can feel it a little bit more. It does have that slightly gourmand feeling, but nowhere near as much as this one. So I would probably call this more of an oriental floral than an oriental vanilla or anything gourmand. The vanilla is way tempered down. It's only like a touch of vanilla, where in this one it's vanilla for months. So in terms of longevity, I don't think it lasts as long as this one either. So, you know, this is a classic example and lesson that Eau De Parfum isn't always necessarily better or the same or longer lasting. So it's pretty much an entirely new take on Hypnotic Poison, which is fantastic. I don't think it needs to be touched. I'm going to stick to this one. Thanks very much. So that's it. In terms of longevity, I've only had a sample of it, so I've not really had a full-on spray, but I've had to reapply the sample probably about 3 times today, and I've been tipping quite a bit onto my skin, so I guess that kind of goes to show. But, you know, test it out on your skin, do a couple of sprays, see what you think. For now, that's my review of Hypnotic Poison Eau De Parfum by Christian Dior. Much one below, click my logo to subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon for another review. Goodbye.